You will know no peace, for you have taken the life of the innocent.
For the first time in its long history, Umuachala stood empty. The farmlands, once green and proud, now lay silent. The festival square, once full of dance and laughter, was swallowed by eerie stillness. Only the wind moved, carrying whispers that did not belong to the living. People passing along the forest path that bordered the abandoned village swore they heard it, a woman's voice, soft at first, then clearer. Chilling. Amused. You can run, but you cannot hide. People of Umuachala, you think you can escape my vengeance? No matter where you go, you belong to me. Travelers fled. Traders refused to pass the road again. Whispers spread faster than wildfire. The refugees of Umuachala heard the rumors. Fear gripped them. Nights became long. Sleep became a luxury. They didn't know when, they didn't know how, but they felt it deep inside their bones. Ngozi was not done with them. Then it happened. One night, at the exact stroke of midnight, the air shifted. Children woke up first, eyes still closed, breathing slow as if dreaming. Then the women, then the men, then the elders. Every single person rose from their mats, silently, eyes closed, body stiff, faces blank. One by one, they began to walk, a slow, eerie, unified march, feet dragging through dirt, steps echoing in the night. They moved without speaking, without fighting it, as though a strange force gently pulled at their spirits, and they all walked in the same direction, back to Umuachala. Villagers sleeping in different towns, traders, mothers, hunters, even infants clung to their mothers' wrappers. They all walked, miles upon miles, across hills, through forest. Their bodies obeyed a call they did not understand. In the heart of Umuachala, the cursed tree had returned, but this time, it was no longer just a tree. It glowed from within, a burning, pulsating red like molten fire trapped inside bark. Its roots crawled across the earth like living serpents, and it laughed, a deep, distorted, terrifying laugh that echoed across the empty village. As the sleepwalking villagers reached the square, they formed a perfect circle around the tree. Then, as if commanded, their eyes snapped open. They gasped, they trembled, but their bodies would not move. The tree twisted, the red glow brightened, sap dripped like thick blood. Then a voice emerged. "Welcome back, my children." Her laughter filled the square again. "Now, I will claim what is rightfully mine." She stretched her power toward them. The earth rumbled, the ground cracked. Roots rose, ready to take them all. Mothers screamed, men begged, children cried, but they could not flee. Just as the first root struck, a blinding light split the sky. The wind roared, the ground shook violently. The glowing tree staggered backward as though pushed by an unseen force. Then from within the radiant light, a thunderous voice spoke, "Enough." Another flash. "Ngozi, you have taken enough justice." The voice trembled with authority. "It was not human. We left, so you might seek the justice you were denied. We allowed you to cry, we allowed you to strike, we allowed you to be heard." The light intensified, the villagers shielded their eyes. "But now, we have returned, and you will stop." The gods of the land, silent for years, had come back. The air shook with divine power, even the tree froze. The blinding light hovered above the village square, casting long trembling shadows across the faces of the terrified villagers. The cursed tree, Ngozi's twisted form, shrank back as if scorched by the divine glow. For the first time since her death, since her torment, since her rage, Ngozi became silent. A voice thundered again from the light, "Ngozi." The glow paused. "You have cried, you have punished, you have been heard." The villagers trembled, the women clung to their children, the men stared at the glowing sky, numb. Some fell to their knees. The tree's voice rose, shaky and furious. "You abandoned me when I needed you most." The light flickered, the god sighed, a sound heavy with centuries of grief. "We did not abandon you," the gods replied. "You were wronged, your child was wronged, your lineage was meant to raise a warrior of light." Ngozi's voice broke, "My child. The tree quivered as though crying. The gods continued. You brought this curse upon yourselves. The villagers bowed their heads, trembling in shame. The tree suddenly roared, shaking violently, then let them suffer. Ngozi screamed, let them perish the way my child perished, let every one of them feel my pain. The roots slammed into the earth, the wind screamed, fire like sap rained down, the villagers cried out in terror, but the gods pushed back, their voice thunderous, enough. A blast of light hit the tree, stopping it cold. Ngozi's screams turned into echoes, echoes turned into sobs, her voice diminished to a trembling whisper, I only wanted justice. The light dimmed slightly, the god spoke with unshakable authority. Justice has been served, but vengeance, endless vengeance, will destroy even your spirit. The tree shivered, the glow flickered red and weak. Ngozi, the god said gently, we will give you peace, but the choice is yours. The ground stilled, the wind calmed, every villager held their breath, the gods extended their final offer, release your anger, and be reunited with your child. Then the village square fell into a deep, aching silence, as everyone waited for her answer. For the first time, silence fell across Umuachala. Ngozi's voice, once a storm of rage and vengeance. I release my anger. A wind swept across the village, sap stopped dripping, roots receded into the earth, the tree shuddered one final time, and then, it disappeared. Where the cursed tree once stood, fertile soil returned, grass sprouted, the village that had once been abandoned came alive again. The air smelled of rain and new beginnings, the ghost of fear and loss lifted, leaving the land peaceful. Ngozi's anger had been powerful, relentless, and terrifying, but in the end, she chose mercy over eternal wrath. Morals of the story: 1. Vengeance destroys all, even the purest anger must find release, or it will consume everything in its path. 2. Fear and prejudice harm the innocent more than the guilty. Blind tradition and suspicion led to the suffering of Ngozi and her child. 3. Mercy can heal what anger cannot. The story of Umuachala ended not with destruction, but with lessons carried for generations. The memory of Ngozi became a warning and a guide. A reminder of the power of justice, mercy, and the dangers of fear.